Yo guys, what's up? Shatter here, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. I did some work. Camera work. Yes, indeed. I did something special. A bit of research and a bit of finagling. And I want to show you. Let's hop in. You might see there's two new buttons in our list down there. You see? The number 7 and number 8. What happens if I press them? Well, let's find out. Did you see that? I'll press it a lot of times. It's very subtle, but you can actually see it left of the two buttons what it does. That's right, I managed to get the height offset thing working. I can now set my height offset in centimeters. Very, very accurately switching up and down. It requires a lot of button presses. And if it's above a meter, it actually doesn't really show it anymore. But yeah, it's pretty exciting actually. I worked on that quite a long time now. I really quickly actually do. I'm gonna probably... Let's do the wheels on the highest. Well, we're almost at the highest offset. Okay, so we'll use it afterwards to calibrate, like, how we would use it anyway. But I'm gonna show you real quick what I've done. So I installed a programmable block here called the wheel offset controller. And I managed to actually do everything in one, which I'm quite happy with. So, I'm gonna show you real quick what it does. So, the only important thing, of course, is our main method here. This is what it calls every time we press a button. And essentially, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a group. And it's gonna get every block in a group called wheels. So that's our group that we made with all our wheels in it. Then it puts all the blocks of that group into this list called blocks. And then what we do is we do what's called a for each. That is a type of iterative function that basically loops through an object several times based on certain criteria. So if we say for each block in blocks, that means it takes our list here, that list named blocks, that contains several block elements. Every wheel that's in the group essentially is a block. Or it's not the wheel, it's actually the motor suspension that's in the group. I have to be a bit more accurate there. So it loops through every wheel suspension. And then what it does, it actually, we kind of have to do a little conversion because a block is a very generic thing, and to access the actual functions of the motor suspension, we have to tell the script that that block that you're looking at right now, that is a motor suspension. Then what we do is we get the old height, which is just wheel.height. And then what we also do is there's an if-else function. So essentially, if the program, this main method, is started with the argument lower, then it will create an updated height that's the old height minus 0.01f. The f is, well, because it's a floating number. That means it's going to lower it by 1 centimeter, and then it sets that height. And then if it's run without an argument, it makes that height bigger by 0.01, so by 1 centimeter. And that's all it does, really. I'm actually quite happy I did it in one block. I could have done it in 2, I guess, but 1 is actually a bit better. So the way you use this essentially is you put it into the bar by setting run, and then either giving it the argument lower or no argument at all, or technically you can write higher if you want, but technically it's either lower or no argument. Well, we don't really need it right here. So yeah, okay, let's see how we would actually use this right now. So we'll put these down. So here we would see, oh yeah, they are not even closely in contact, and then we would start to lower our suspension gradually. Maybe I need to increase the increment by which it's lowering. You know, maybe I need to do that because at the moment it's actually, as you can see, very, very slow. But I think that is probably good because once we have it like on a certain level, then we can do like fine motoristics. I could probably do a second programmable block where I do like the raw conditioning, so to speak, where I maybe do 10 centimeter steps. I could probably even put it in one. So yeah, here we go. So we're at... There we go. So here we now see that we have contact with 1. So what we'll now do, we'll lower even more. So now we're plus, I think. We're going into the plus. So now we lower, lower, lower. There we go. We're almost in contact with everywhere. There. And then, once this has been achieved, lock it and done. Isn't that beautiful? I'm very happy with this. Seriously, it took me about maybe half an hour to figure out, but I'm very happy with this. So let's actually send down the drill again, because I think our refineries are pretty much out of stuff to churn through. Yeah, pretty much. So we'll send down this bad boy again. The only thing that's kind of annoying is that right now it's actually sitting here, so it's not symmetrical, but maybe I'll have a second block, programmable block over here with another script. I'll find something to do with a programmable block. So yeah, let's just send this bad boy down and, you know, just continue with making the ship whole. You know, just welding a little bit. I think maybe today we could also do a little bit of like structural work, a little bit. But I think first I should probably do the mud guards, all of them. You know, also at least replicating them in the raw on the other side as well. But I'm probably just gonna like weld like the base here, you know, before I do that. Also, now at least there's no more ugly... Well, there's an ugly line up here, but I need to weld these before that disappears. But yeah, at the moment I'm very happy. That, you know, this was just a little bit of an interesting thing to do right now. It was kind of funny actually. I was for work. I was actually had my head in the code for basically the whole day anyway, and then I basically finished work. And I looked at Space Engineers and I was like, oh, come on, I'm in the mood right now. Let's just do it. And basically looked into the next bit of code. So, but it was kind of nice. It was quick, not many problems encountered. So, very happy with that. Let's see. I just wanted to see... now it's going to fill up. Now we've reached the depth level that it really starts to fill up. The other thing before was just wall scraps, basically. So we'll let it fill up to about 6k, something like that. Actually, we're gonna let it fill up a lot more than 6k. Almost, we can almost go to 100,000, couldn't we? Lots of tasty stone. Well, let's turn it off. Well, not turn it off, but reverse it. Reverse, there we go. So now we have a little bit more material to work with. That should be fine. Whoop. And yeah, let's just do like some base work here, you know. Just getting these things here welded so we don't have to then awkwardly kind of get in between all the crevices and weld them again. But yeah, I have the feeling I need to do more things with programmable blocks. I think I'm now getting more into the, you know, the whole how it works and everything, which I really appreciate, honestly. I should probably do more of it, because the thing is with the basic functions in the game, you can do like adjustments and stuff, but it's always very, very raw and very, very like coarse, you know? can increase stuff, as we discovered last time, in what, 14 centimeter increments, which is very strange. So yeah, oh, ooh, I'm running out of oxygen. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that's right. Obviously my energy filled up because I was sitting in the cockpit, but not the oxygen. Which leads me to a little question. Should I, like, put a vent in here? I'm not sure, actually. You know what I mean? Might be a... The problem is, obviously, that to do that... Well, we kind of have to... If we want to do that, we actually have to draw from this. And then put that over here. You know, and then have the vent coming in from the bottom. We could, for example, you know, basically put a little U-bend in here. And then just have this one intersect and then go up. Obviously, we could run this directly into here, maybe with a sorter. Actually, that would work. Put a sorter here, and then basically a T-section / a conveyor block here, and then go up, and then the oxygen can flow into this system, but nothing can flow back. So, that might be a... That's something worth thinking about, I would say. But right now, it's not, like, main concern. Also, I feel like if we do a event, we also would have to implement some sort of airlock, because otherwise we're always, like, chucking, ejecting, jettisoning a lot of air into nothingness. Oh, what the hell is that? Scrap metal. Wonder where that came from. Probably like ages ago, something that got destroyed. Or it might have actually been one of these two that got destroyed last time when we tried to lock them on and it didn't work. And then I drove maybe a little bit, and that's why it's lying around there? I'm not sure. Could be, right? But yeah, we could potentially do an airlock. That would be another interesting thing to potentially do with a programmable block, like a smart airlock that does everything in one button. Because it's very easy to do an airlock with like a control panel and then just, you know, do a few things at once, like, you know, have one button for basically putting all the air into the room or sucking all of it out. And then one button to maybe close all the doors, and button to switch like the doors, something like that. But an automatic or semi-automatic airlock would be quite nice. We'll see. Maybe it's not that important actually, because when I'm up there in the cockpit anyway and I'm running out of oxygen, I can just dip back into the frickin' what's it called? The medical station. And just get myself some tasty premium air, you know? We'll see. I could also, of course, instead of a driver's seat, I could actually put a cockpit block down, which I then could connect with a conveyor, which would then feed oxygen to me, like, just like that. So that would be a possibility as well. Okay. So we finished that. Let me actually put some more of these into production. Now we're going to do this. We're basically replicating this on this side. Right, so what's going to happen is this line here is going to continue. Yes, I think. If I saw this correctly, yes, indeed. Then goes a little bit further, like so. And let's see, so it's 1, 2, 3 actually. Oh, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, so it's one more. Okay, let's weld this for now. This is like the base part. Go. Just making sure everything is done. Good, 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 good. Let me get more components. And then we'll just put this stuff down, but we'll not completely weld it yet on the other side. I just want to, you know, make sure that it's replicated and that it's ready to be welded at my discretion. So I don't have to kind of remember when I want to go weld it and how it has to be constructed, essentially. You know, I'm basically trying to put all the welding into one big mindless blob that I might be able to do at the end, but for that I kind of need to at least have one side that's completed, or at least semi-completed, so I can work with that. Also gonna weld these since we're here already. That's fine. And then these are gonna be obviously one more in height. Correct. So that's these 3. And then here, this is gonna float down into this. This, yes. Not quite, like that. There we go. That's the way it goes, yeah. There. Right.
Energy low.
Let's just do that real quick. Also, on the trip back, let's get some frickin' energia. Indeed. You? Yep. Also want to, like, complete the ladders at one point. I'm sure I'm never going to use the ladders anyway, but it's a nice thing to have, just in case I run out of freaking hydrogen at a point, and I need to go into the freaking upper spheres. Okay. Nice. Okay. Jesus, that takes so many plates, doesn't it? How heavy is this thing, by the way? Let's just have a little look-see. I think I can see it somewhere. Grid mass, 3 million. Solid. Well, to be fair, sometimes if I look at what people are creating, I think the correct reaction would be rookie numbers. Absolutely pathetic, but hey, there you go. To be fair, sometimes when I look at the workshop items, I'm not sure if these are done in creative or survival. I would assume a lot of them are done in creative, but I don't know. Go. Okay. That is good, so we can go get more material and just make sure that we do it in the correct way, but I think we're pretty much dead. Dead. Yes, correct. Don't forget the dampener, because otherwise I'm gonna do the whole thing over again. Drop that. Get that over here. Drop that. Also, actually, drop that one. There you go. Thank you. Alright, yeah, that's a simple thing. Okay. Increasing this by 1 level. Just like that. There. And then obviously putting the whole roof on it, so to speak. Lovely. Okay, and just trying to weld as much as we can, and then again we're just doing a little bit of replication on the other side. Very bare bones though, we're not gonna weld too much, I don't think. Just, you know, otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. I think the next goal would be to get a little bit of structure under these parts. And potentially also put some solar panels on the mud guards. You know, just on the... We can either have them hanging off, potentially. Maybe. We would have to probably extend this by one if we would want to have them hanging off. But assuming that we're gonna travel away from the poles, which is kind of what I intend to do, they would probably be better served on top. Because that's where they will most likely serve a better purpose. Pointing upwards at the sky and potentially soaking up some sun rays. Now, of course, here on the pole cycles, on the polar circle, it's better to let them hang off the sides, I assume, but yeah, there you go. Oh, we need to kind of finish welding this, actually, because otherwise it's going to be awkward to do. Well, we need to get more steel plates anyway. Sorry, there you go. Okie dokie. But we at least got, I think we got a lot of progress today already. You know, just in a bare welding capacity, and also another nice functionality added. I would even say it's kind of like a safety feature almost, in a way. In that it will help us not destroy our turbines when we put them down. I just have to be kind of, you know, I don't want to say conservative, but careful with, oh, let me see here. Oh yeah, the lowest level is exactly like that. 2, 3. Go. So that's the basis. I think I can get to all of these afterwards. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty much. And then these go up here. Right. And then it's 1, 2, 3, and then we go into the corner blocks. Into these bad boys. And this. Yeah, we can get to it from below, right? Yes, we can. We can. Good. That, and then the upside down. Then again. Oh. Wow, that was like on point there. Ran out at the last upside down freaking ramp I put on. Let's go. That looks so far so good. Pretty sure that is exactly the same as on the other side. What I can see. Closing it off. And that's mudguard number 1. Let's get to number 2 immediately, since we're on a roll. Also be better for me, since I probably will be able to actually remember how this goes, right? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then again, these. I'm getting seasoned at this, I have the feeling. That's the good thing about big projects like that. You get used to the rhythm of things, don't you? And what you need to do and where you need to place stuff. You really get the hang of it at some point. Okay. Other side. Good. And then the whole middle part is even going to be easier because it's just one continuous part, pretty much. Oh yeah. And finish it off by capping it off. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who put these turbines there? They're dangerous. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's excellent. All right. Now, I kind of have to take a little look, see how I did. Wow. I don't think we beat the record yet, but this is pretty bad. Remember, the Z key. There you go. I kind of wanted to say I need to take a look at the other side real quick because I'm not 100% certain. Oh, hold on. That can go. I'm not 100% certain. So lengthwise, it just goes from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, okay. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? Oh yeah, I'm like just over the edge. I'm probably gonna do this too afterwards, this row, but Jesus, okay. Right, and then let's see. So from here, for the first 1, 2, 3. The first 3 are the ones that covered. Oh, here, 1, 2, 3, and then these 2 are the flat ones. These ones go like this. So let's do this first. This will take a little bit. Oh, yes, almost correct. Almost correct. Cover, 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 cover. Very good. Very good indeed. So that's the base. And then these ones just go. Well, actually, these are 4. 4? Let's see if that works. Oh, yeah, because this one is part of it as well. Yeah. Like so. No, wait, this one is covered as well, right? So, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. I kind of miscounted, but in a good way. If that makes any sense. So, this one, I think. Let me just check if this is correct. I just don't want to make a silly mistake. So, 1, 2... Yeah, so the lower part is 3, but this part is 4. Which means I have to add an additional line here. This one is also filled out. If I see this correctly, I think so. Which then results in us having on this side 4 of these ramps going this way. Then on the inside, because this gonna be filled like that, we're only gonna have 3 that are going from the inside. 3 lanes, so to speak, going up like that. Yes. That's correct. It looks very correct to me. And then again, 4 in this direction. And we're running out of blocks again. Excellent. Well, at least we have now a steady flow of resources. That is really good. It's like one of the most significant things at the moment that I notice that has improved so much, that we get a great flow of resources and our speed of component creation is so high that it is really comfortable to use. So yeah, good thing for us. Then we fill out these. Nice rhythm to it. Sometimes Space Engineers building has this weird musical rhythm to it, doesn't it? Especially if you're doing something like this, where you basically repeat a pattern over and over again. Kinda like it. Okay, I'm not very... My rhythm is a bit bad, but you know what I mean. Okay. So we have replicated it. That means... Oh, there you go. That means we can, or I can, probably at a later date, most likely not on video, but we'll see. I can just weld this at my heart's content. And
Fuel
it also
low.
means that probably... Ooh, I see, we're almost in the situation where we would need fuel, but to be fair, I can recharge my fuel down here without having a jetpack, he said, and then realizing he actually needed to go into the middle of this. Okay, there you go. Made it. Well, to be fair, I think from the back I could probably... Yeah, I could access from there. Fine. Fair enough. Alrighty. Resources, damn, they're already used up again. Okay, we'll have to send down the drill once more. But, yeah. I think the today's achievement is this, obviously. That's the hero of today's episode. This little bugger here. It actually kind of looks like a face, doesn't it?
Feed me bits and bytes.
Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and take care.